What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for joining us again for another episode of your favorite Barca podcast, FORCA BARCA. Today we just finished watching the match versus Getafe, and there in Getafe's field. So we'll be talking about that today, and just to give an overall impression of this game, the game prior to this, and this is run right before the last game. So we'll just have a conversation about the season and what's happened and the future and the actual where the club is at right now. But first, let me get to my brother Mew. How's it going, man?
Well, so far, everything is good, except for Barcelona once again disappointing. But no, let's not get ahead of things. So let's start with the lineup. We had a completely new back due to a lot of Araujo probably still with his concussion, and Jordi Alba because of his yellow card in the last game. We had Alejandro Valde, Mengueza and Longley, and Dani Alves was the only one that played the last game as well. So then we had Busquets, Xavi, and Ricky Puig in the midfield, and up front Memphis Depay, Aubameyang, and Torres for
Ferran Torres.
100 millionth time.
Ferran Torres. That guy's your kryptonite, Ferran Torres.
Not because he's a good player, but it's more about Xavi than about him. Because
really used in different position. But yeah, let's get it. Let's actually start with that because the game is this game is a throwaway game for both. I feel like both of them didn't really want to play. Barca didn't really want to put intensity in. Getafe didn't really want to put intensity in. They only needed 1 point, so as long as they're not losing, they're fine just staying back and let them Barca pass the ball around. And it wasn't really no clear chance for both throughout the whole fucking game.
Yeah, if it wasn't, of course, for Ter Stegen fucking up and creating chances for the opposing team.
Yeah. Other than that, there was really nothing. I don't think we even had a fucking shot on goal.
It's not even about them being dangerous or something like that. But after this season, you saw freaking Madrid playing against Levante, and they had like nothing to gain from thrashing them. They had nothing to gain, but they play good football because of their fans. They cannot just sit there and let another team dominate them or even have those poor performances, especially after this season. I think we deserved at least to watch some good football, no matter what the result is. But this is just poor. This is just absolutely poor, and I cannot stress this enough. It's criminally how Xavi is using Ferran Torres like all the time. I cannot remember a game where he rested this guy. I honestly can't.
Yeah, I don't either. I think he's played. If he missed, I think he missed maybe one game since Xavi took over, maybe 2 games, because he didn't start in the first 2 games or something because he didn't even play, if I remember correctly. But since he started playing, he hasn't really stopped. I think only 1 game he didn't start in, but he came on in the second half. But so let's start with that. Let's start with Ferran Torres because that's something that we talked about throughout the game there. And I mentioned that in my opinion, what I think Xavi is doing, and maybe I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. that he's trying him on right wing there. So I know in City he played in that position for a while too. So I think him playing him in that spot for the last 3 games now, it's trying to test him and give him time to get used to playing in that role again, with different players, with different system than Man City, and see if he can perform, if there's anything he can do. And obviously it's been a failure, in my opinion. I think you agree with that too. He just hasn't been lighting the field on fire every time he's on that spot. He just either loses the ball or doesn't know what to do with it. He just moves around and either passes it to the back or loses the ball together. So I think that if that's the case, if he's experimenting on the right, especially because Dembele has 1 game left, so if he doesn't renew, he's gone. We're not gonna have anybody on the right there. We're gonna have to bring in somebody. Rafinha is the person that we're talking about, but even if we bring Rafinha in, we'll only have one person that's their position. So we'll have to find ways to actually incorporate the other players, and Ferran seems to be the most versatile that we have, that can play in that spot. So that's about my opinion, but needless to say, it still is not working at all. What do you think?
No, it's not. It's not working. First of all, it's not working. Secondly, it's not the game to try it out, and not because there is something that we are playing about, because the season is already pretty much done.
Yeah.
There isn't any initiative, but it doesn't make sense. I mean, it was clearly he's not able to adapt
Yeah.
on that side, and it's obvious. And there is a reason that City let him go, because probably they don't need anyone on that left side. They have
Right.
freaking Sterling and freaking Gabriel Jesus, who can also play on that
Grealish.
side, and Grealish. So there was nothing there was nothing that Pep Guardiola saw in him on that right side. So what makes Xavi think he knows better than probably the best coach in the world? Come on, man. This is
Well, I mean,
it's
it
nothing
does.
but stupidity. And I'm saying if Xavi was more bold and had some actual balls, I think we would have um, at least held some suspense until probably the game against Betis. We would probably, if we won against Cadiz and Rayo Vallecano, those games, if we would have won those, we probably would have fucked up against Betis. That's my opinion, but uh, it at least would have put more pressure on Real Madrid. But the thing is we would have lost this season, um, no matter what. But the problem that I have with Xavi is that he doesn't seem to have the guts, the balls to do something and create his own legacy.
I don't
It's
agree with
just
that. I really don't agree with that. I mean, you don't expect
yeah,
somebody who comes in halfway through the season with the players that he didn't really choose. He didn't bring anybody in that he really wanted, and expect him to like make a decision right on the spot and try to exclude players right on the spot. That's not how it's working. Next year, if it's the same idea, if it's the same people, he's not rotating more. He's not giving chances to people that are playing really well every time they're on the field. That's a whole different story, because that's you have that
you know,
acclimated. You got the preseason. You know your plays really well. You brought the plays that you needed to. All that stuff happening. So next season it's a different story. But expecting him right off the bat to do that, especially when in ninth place, when we're trying to get to the top four throughout the whole thing, we're struggling just to get our players to play well, to gel really well all together. I don't think that's something to harshly judge him. But you know what I mean?
you know what? You know why I'm cautious about this whole he came in
But
and
Xavi?
fair enough, yeah, of course, because there's another guy that did come in mid season. His name is Zinedine Zidane. I don't think
Oh,
Zidane's done. No.
can't.
Let me
You
finish,
can't.
man.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. Go ahead.
And I don't think that he's tactically very good.
He's not. You're right. Yeah.
But what he got is guts,
Well,
balls, and he can motivate players.
well, let's go through that
This
then.
is something.
Let's go through that with him. What did he do?
What?
Zidane. What did he do that was so ballsy?
Do you think they would have won the Champions League?
Well,
When he
that's not what
came
I'm
in?
saying. But that's not. But what did he do that was so ballsy that that Xavi didn't do when he came through? What do you think Zidane did so ballsy that he switched things around for them to win the Champions
Thing
League?
is, Zidane has had his own legacy. He created his own legacy. He
But
did.
but that's not my question. You said he changed things. He was ballsy enough. Give me an example. Did he exclude some players that were really good and put other players? What did he do? Did he kick some players out of the team that were not playing well and there were legends in the team, or you know what I mean? What things that was
Why
ballsy that he did?
why do we need to talk about um talk about legends?
No, I'm I'm I'm,
Picking off.
I'm giving you
It's
I'm
not
giving
about
you
picking off legends.
no, I'm giving you like just giving you an option to tell me what he did. I don't know what do you mean when it says Zidane came through and had more balls than Xavi.
Did he not? Did he not?
Well,
Did he not
explain it to
come
me. I don't
through?
understand why. That's what I'm saying. What do you mean by had more balls? Like what did he do that was ballsy? That you said that they won 3 Champions Leagues. I'm not saying he's not a legend. That's not what I'm saying. But you said that when he came through, he was ballsy enough. When you say it like that, especially because we're talking about Xavi playing some players that should not have been playing. So what did Zidane do the same thing? Did he exclude some players that were playing? All of a sudden, he's like, you know what, you guys are suck. I'll put these guys in instead. Is that what he's saying?
No, it's not. Look, now you are trying to tell me that being ballsy is just taking out someone
No, I don't. No, I
who's got no name.
genuinely don't understand what you meant. That's why I'm trying to give you like what I think you mean, but maybe that's not what you mean.
Xavi had like he came in. He had like 2 big transfers. It is what it is.
Big transfer. That's
No.
Oba on a free. Oba on a free when
In this,
he was kicked out of Arsenal is not really a big transfer. Ferran Torres, yes, but Aubameyang and Adama Traore. Adama Traore is a big transfer. You know what I mean?
now I gotta, and it's very hard for me. It's very hard for me. It's very, very hard for me to say this.
Yes.
Now I gotta take sides with Koeman.
What do you mean?
To go. I had to take. Do you read? Did you read what he said? He said he had to deal with freaking Lionel Messi leaving
No,
the club.
I support it. I defended Koeman a lot when he was. If you remember our conversations back then.
So he had to deal with that.
Right.
They give him nothing.
Right. No, I agree with that.
Nothing.
I agree.
Now Xavi came in and he had like 3 top players. No matter what you think, these are 3 top players.
Okay.
And Koeman had to deal with freaking Memphis being injured and all that stuff. And he came in and Aubameyang was hot. He was hot. He was scoring.
Yeah, but you are skewing it because even when Barca had the players, even in the beginning of the season, they had Ole Pedro was out. They had Memphis was there. Everybody was there. We were not playing really well. You have to agree with that. We were not pressing really well. Our game plan, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing most of the time. We lost to Benfica with everybody there. Like we were playing bad across the board for Koeman. It wasn't just because we didn't have the players. But look, there was no actual fight spirit in the actual players, which changed drastically when Xavi came through. We started playing really well, pressing really hard. Even Xavi, when they interviewed him in the first few games, he said, our players, it's like they forgot how to press. Nobody actually trained them on how to press really well. Everybody gets tired really super easy. And that we saw that. And when he first came through, he changed how we press, and we were getting tired within the first 70th minute. So, but
and now the same thing
well,
happened.
for a while it changed. For a while we were actually pressing really well. That's how we went. Like freaking 2 months in a row, we were banging four goals, 5 goals, 4 goals, because of how the dynamic changed and how we press. And eventually that take a toll on you, especially if you're not used to it and you start mid-season to play that way. We didn't start in the beginning. We didn't do preseason for it to get trained for it and be acclimated to how we're gonna play. And all of a sudden, bam! This is how you're gonna be playing for the rest of the season.
You do realize that Xavi won't have it, and I'm telling you this, he won't have it as easy because the options are not there anymore.
No, I agree. Yeah.
If Adama Traore and Ousmane Dembele will leave, then you have basically nothing on that side.
Right now, yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Even if we get Rafinha, he's not on the level that Ousmane Dembele is, and quite frankly,
Finish.
Think he's on that same level?
No, I don't think Dembele is that as good as you think you're saying, bro. He's really good dribbler. He's really fast. His end product has been fucking shit. If you see how many crosses he does, the shots he does on goal, in comparison, like if we give somebody else the same amount of crosses that he does, it's unbelievable how inaccurate he is. Granted, the last 2-3 months he played really fucking well, and I knew he was going to do that because his contract is expiring, and he has to fucking secure his job for the next few seasons. So I understand that he's gonna put everything in him to actually secure the bag for next season for whatever team he's gonna play for. But overall, we had him for 5 years. He hasn't been playing fucking shit, bro. Overall, and you gotta admit that. It's been a terrible financial fucking disaster buying him and keeping him for 5 years.
I give you that, but at the same time, when we talk about potential, Ousmane Dembele is up there.
But how long are you gonna give him this potential? How long? He's 24. We got him for 19. He hasn't improved really anything.
Actually 25 now because
he got a birthday. Yeah. So 25. So 25. But you know what I mean? How long are you gonna be saying that?
If we talk about just about his skills and about his skill set and about his ability, and there are way less players out there that can match him. It is what it is. We need to be honest here.
Well, no, I'm not saying he's a shit player. That's not what I'm saying, though.
And if we lose him and lose Adama Traore, we are out of competent wingers on that side.
No, I know. But yeah.
And if we get Rafinha, who's going to tell you that he's going to perform as we think he could or he should? This is something that is a risk. That is a risk because the last few months, you can say about Ousmane whatever you want, but he's performing. He's performing well, and whether he has some because when we talk about finishing, he's absolutely shit.
Yeah,
there's nothing, but Adama Traore is also shit.
Yep.
But if you think about it, he's the one who's working for the team more so than even Torres or someone, because he's fast. He sometimes he does the few meters back. He backtracks and helps Alves more so than even some midfielders. And this is something that we need to appreciate with Dembele.
I agree with you.
Bring the ball past a player and sprinting. This is not something every player can do.
No, I 100% agree with you.
Freaking Ferran Torres. He had no chance, and we are talking about freaking Getafe. It's not. You are not playing against Liverpool, they would bury him. They would bury him.
No, I think you maybe you misunderstood what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's a bad player. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I mean? We talked about this before, but he's a really good player. But overall, like when we brought him, we didn't bring him just to be an okay player, and then the last 4 months to actually set the world on fire.
Okay.
That's not.
Fair enough.
See what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
So
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So far, he didn't deliver.
Right.
That's That's absolutely true. That's a true statement,
Well,
and I absolutely
and the
agree.
same thing you can say that okay, we're gonna renew him. We're gonna renew him. He'll play. We don't know if he's gonna fucking get injured the first fucking thing next season. That's been his pattern.
We need another winger.
We 100% need another one. So it's a risk either way. We get Rafinha and somebody else, or keep Dembele. It's still a risk. We don't know how fit he's going to be. Granted, he's been fit for the last 4 or 5 months, but still, he hasn't been playing 90 minutes every time. So we don't really know.
If we have another option that is on a similar level, or at least a bit worse, not that much. I mean, if we can get Rafinha and we have Rafinha and Dembele, that I would be.
That'll be awesome. That would be set for that side.
Satisfied.
Yeah, I'll be set. We'll be set for that side.
But if we are talking just about because let me give you a prediction. Just a small prediction. I think next season will be even worse.
Nah. Don't say that, man.
Remember this episode.
Okay, tell me why.
This episode.
Tell me why, though.
I will tell you, because I honestly think they are going to do a lot of mistakes once again. Although Laporta, because I don't trust him anymore. This guy is all talk. He doesn't deliver.
Well, you said he got us 3 world-class players.
It's all talk. It's not about world-class players, but he's making some mistakes. I see this because wherever there's smoke, there's fire.
What's the mistake he made so far?
But the mistake, of course.
Besides the Messi part, the Messi one is a huge one.
The entire election was built on that. His entire freaking election was built on keeping Messi. So, whatever the case may be, if it's financially not sustainable, it's financially not sustainable. It's okay. If we are talking about right now, we are talking about them getting freaking Lewandowski. You're fucking kidding me. You must be fucking kidding me.
You don't like Levi? You don't like?
It's not about liking him. He's a guaranteed starter. He's a guaranteed
goal scorer.
20 goals a season.
Yeah. So what's the problem?
Like he plays at Bayern. Because you are creating problems. You are creating problems within the squad.
Why?
Get freaking Aubameyang and then get freaking Lewandowski and then hope for the better.
Why not?
Work out, man.
Why not?
Somebody's got to leave.
Well, yeah, we have Braithwaite and Luke de Jong leaving. There's 2 that are going to be leaving. So why can't we have 2 world-class strikers? I don't understand.
We need to look ahead. We need to look for the future. We cannot
do you have any other strikers that are cheaper and proven to be really class? Who?
We don't need a striker.
What?
We don't need him. We don't need him.
Who are we going to play in the middle there?
Who are you going to play on the left side?
On left side, we have Ansu, and if we get Memphis will play there. Or Ferran play there too.
So you have 3 guys on the left side, and only 1 on the right side, and 2 strikers. That's what
Memphis most likely will leave, I think. So having Ansu and Ferran, and then on the right, if Dembele renews, Dembele, and if we bring Rafinha, that's Rafinha. But then we don't know. So we're just saying this is what we'll have. This is what we'll have. But having 2 world-class strikers is fucking immense. We had problems defensively this season. That's correct. But once we click offensively, we're fucking unbelievable. So having somebody who can finish
problems is an understatement, man.
We didn't have a finisher for a long fucking time until Oba came in. We get in front of the goal. We had no fucking idea what to do. Once we lost Messi, who fucking was clinical in front of goal, we didn't have anybody anymore to actually be that. So having somebody like Liva and Oba there, it'll be a problem we don't have to worry about. As far as the goal scoring poacher person who's going to be there to actually like Benzema does right now. So we need to have somebody like that. And while Oba's been fucking amazing, his link-up play is fucking shit. So we having somebody like Liva there who's used to playing like that, who's really fast with it, and knows really well how to do the 1-2s and actually a clinical in front of goal. Will be amazing up front, especially if we give Dembele and Rafinha up front. I don't have any problem at all with it, as long as it's cheap and it's not going to break our bank. And we'll sell or get rid of Breathwaite, and Luke De Jong is going back anyway. He's on loan. I think we should be okay. I'm not worried about that. That's not something I don't think is a mistake if we're bringing in a lower wages and we don't pay as much as 25 or something. I think is fair. But anyway, so you said in your opinion, you said Lewandowski is a mistake. Okay. What else?
Lewandowski is a mistake. Christensen is a mistake. All of these are mistakes. I don't get it. How the fuck is Real Madrid going for Rudiger and we are going for Christensen?
Rudiger is asking for fucking a lot of.
I don't care.
Well, no, yeah, you have to care. Where are they gonna get the money, man?
Nah, get rid of. You can get rid of fucking Umtiti, Piqué, Longley. You don't need them.
Yeah, well,
honestly, it's better to not have anyone than play them.
Well, you know that we're not going to sell them because nobody's going to buy them. So let's say we get rid of them with their wages. Fine, we'll get rid of them. Yeah, how the fuck are we going to buy people? We don't have the money. That's the whole fucking problem.
Buy people? Rudiger doesn't cost anything. He's coming. He's coming.
Did you look up the figures? Did you look up the figures? What they had to do to get him? They're paying his agent fucking like 60 million or whatever. Like it is
60 million, whatever the case may be. You cannot tell me that if you get rid of, like, even if you don't sell him for a lot of money, and I'm not talking. Piqué needs to fucking retire. It is what it is.
But you're not being realistic, man. You're not being realistic about this. Financially, we can't buy. We don't have the money to spend. We don't have 200 million to spend. We don't have 100 million to spend.
And you think the agent of Christensen is not getting paid. And I'm reading
we don't know yet.
Something about.
I don't know yet.
And I'm reading about something like Koulibaly from
That'd be dope.
Naples.
That
would be dope. And you pay fucking 40 million.
But we don't know how much he's gonna. His extension expires next year. So who the fuck knows how much Napoli is gonna want?
Yeah, but you need to pay. Yeah, somebody's coming for free, and you need to pay him, his fucking agent.
Yep.
The club.
Yep.
Oh man, it does make sense.
It does
make sense. Those are.
I don't understand.
It does make sense.
I don't understand why it doesn't make sense to you.
You can get fucking Rudiger for free. You going?
It's not free though. It's not free though. I know he's saying free, but it's not. There's commissions that has to be paid. It's not just free. You have to pay money to all these immediate, which is fucked up. It never used to be like this, but now this is how football is. You have to pay his fucking agents. You have to pay his if his family is involved. You have to pay his fucking family, and it's been like that for a while. It's not just. It's not for the last few years. That's how it's been. You think
Koulibaly is not going to get the same treatment? Come on, man. Let's be realistic here.
Yeah, but when you're buying from the club, it's different than buying a contract. If you're buying him from Napoli, his contract expires in 2023, next summer, not this summer. So if you're buying him this summer, you're buying him straight from the club. That's different than buying him getting his contract for free. When you're getting it for free, you're not dealing with the club anymore. You're dealing directly with the player and his agents. That's the problem. And with Haaland, the same thing happened. The City. Because his clause was what, 75 million, I think his clause was. So if you're just paying that, and it's something that the club has nothing to do with. If they pay 75, they have to let him go. And then it comes to actually dealing with the agents, dealing with his family, because his father's involved with him too. And if you look at the figures, how much fucking City is paying for him, it's unbelievable. Close to 200 million.
I don't care for Haaland.
No, I'm just
unrealistic.
I don't think
it was unrealistic.
It's a good idea we didn't get him.
Get him.
But that's my point.
Rudiger is not unrealistic. It's not unrealistic.
I don't know. I don't know.
Tell me whatever you want and how much it costs. If they really wanted him, they could have him. They are not interested.
Well, they're not interested in paying that much of money. Yes. Which is I'm okay with. If somebody's asking,
the Achilles heel of Barcelona is absolutely the defense. Absolutely, there is no talk about it. whatsoever. The defense is
Right.
absolutely
No,
shit.
that's the facts.
Absolutely
Yes,
shit.
that's
So,
facts.
what are we doing here? We don't. If you are going to get Lewandowski, you think he's going to play for free? Nah, he's not going to play for free. And not only that, you need to pay the fucking club. You need to pay the fucking club. You need to
Yep.
pay his fucking agent.
Yeah.
All of those need to be paid. And now we are having another striker, another one who can score goals. And fair enough, he's good at it. He's absolutely good at it. He's world class at it.
What's it? To be fair,
But
it's hard to
whatever.
judge us right now. We haven't done anything yet. There was nothing official about anything. So now we're speculating about things that we don't even know if they will happen.
Like I said, where smoke is fire. We know it's going to happen, and whatever the case may be, we are. And I'm remember this. I said we are going to be much worse than this season.
Well, I can't wait until we're in the semifinal of the Champions League and I'm laughing at you.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this clip.
Semifinal.
I'm going to play this
Hey,
clip.
you can play this clip, but if we are in a relegation spot, I will play this clip, man.
There's no way. If any season would have been in relegation, it would have been this season, and we didn't. So
Okay.
so we were second place. So like it's going up from now.
I'm warning, and
Bro,
and
we're gonna be
telling you.
so much better next season. So much better.
Okay.
That's my
Okay.
that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, that's your prediction, but your prediction, it will be a feast. It will be a feast, my brother.
I don't know, man. I think we're gonna do good business. But
He's not the right guy.
Xavi?
Not the right guy. Yep.
I mean that's
Not the.
that's what
He's not the right guy, man.
you said. Remember when
He's
we
not the
first
right guy,
said
man.
when we first said that he was gonna be the coach? You said we're never gonna fuck it. We're done. We're not gonna make top four. I don't know about those conversations. We're done. We're done.
I'm not denying those.
Right. So what the fuck? We're not even. We're in the second place right now, man.
Yeah, but
Why do you keep saying that?
Look. After those in 2 months, I said, okay, maybe I'm fucking wrong. Maybe he is that coach.
Okay.
But after that, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Second place wasn't an achievement that Barcelona made. It was the absolute fuckery by Sevilla. They bottled a freaking. They were this close to even compete with Real Madrid.
Right.
They absolutely bottled it. And it is not about Barcelona being good, because at the end of the season,
man, you are discrediting so much work.
Everything.
That's insane. You saying that.
We're
man.
out of everything.
That's insane.
Oh man, you know it.
No, I don't know it. I disagree 100%. Bro, we haven't lost a single game away. We haven't lost a single game since Xavi came in. Do you realize how many games did we lose away for the last 2 seasons before? Oh yes, we lost 2 games at home, or 3 games I think since he came through in La Liga. I'm talking in La Liga. We haven't lost any game outside of the. That's in itself is a fucking achievement with the squad he has. I don't understand how you're saying that we haven't improved. He's not. You have to go back and watch the games for earlier in the season, because I think you forgot how bad we were playing. That's the only reason. That's the only explanation I have.
I didn't forget.
Because we're playing right now. Even this game today that was boring, fast, and we were fucking shit. It's better than we fucking did with the first couple of months we played.
Nah.
Arguably, it's better. Like we didn't concede. That you can say that.
We didn't concede, but let's be honest. Getafe was.
They were not interested in scoring.
They were absolutely satisfied with.
Yeah, we were too. We didn't give a fuck.
If they needed that win, they would absolutely score. Not with freaking Mingueza and
Mingueza was man of the match for me, man. He fucking was brilliant the whole game. Doesn't say much, but still, it was really good. But my point was we came a long fucking way, man. Like I said, we haven't lost away at all. We destroyed fucking Madrid in their home field. We destroyed Atletico. We destroyed.
Is a record.
Yes, so
it's a record.
So
losing 3 times at home never happened. in like this entire century. You realize that.
I understand that. But I mean, yes, that's a negative thing. But you have to look at the whole picture here, not just one single thing that's bad. Since he came through, the whole fucking thing changed. The whole dynamic of the team changed. Everything, like somebody
they
was breathing life.
They lost that, man. They lost that after
tiredness. Yes, the players were tired. I understand that.
What the fuck are they tired for,
bro?
Man?
We went over this before. We're gonna have to go through it again.
What the fuck are they? No, we don't need to. What the fuck are they tired for? Some of them even didn't even play until the after the winter transfer window closed. What the fuck are they tired
talking about
for?
the three players?
A fucking old man like Dani Alves being tired. I understand that, but I don't get it for at least half of those fuckers. I don't
have to find that clip because I explained to you what Xavi said about it. But when that happened,
Xavi,
specifically after the second game,
Xavi needs to prove a lot next season. I mean, by a lot.
Well, we need to compete. Yes,
a lot.
I think you're judging way too fucking harsh, and I understand the reaction when we're supposed to be a fucking amazing club, and all of a sudden we're not playing really well. But you're being super like if Coman was still here, I don't think it would be as harsh as you are right now being with Xavi. So I don't understand.
Probably not because
right. So what's the problem? Somebody came through halfway.
Our expectations are not the same. My expectations for Koeman aren't the same as for Xavi because a lot of those guys hyped up Xavi coming in.
Yes, and I was always critical. He's good.
I said he's maybe not the right guy for the right time. Maybe if we are healthy financially and we have those players, then he can choose which players he wants, and being at his disposal, maybe he's going to be even one of the best that we've ever saw on this club. Probably not as good as Guardiola, but maybe he's going to at least match what Lucho did for us. But right now, he's not the right guy, my man.
Who are you gonna bring? Klopp? Is that what he said?
No, I told you.
Ten Hag?
I told you we could have gone for him, and
Come on, man. You are being way too harsh, bro. You're bringing somebody halfway through the season with players he didn't fucking choose, right? He didn't have a preseason.
He's not going to choose the next ones.
But he's gonna be involved in it. He's been involved in the other one in the January window. He's gonna be involved again in the summer. He said it himself. He said him, Jordi Cruyff, and Alemany and Laporta are gonna have meetings together. They're gonna come up with a plan together. So he's involved in that too. It's not just the club itself. So yes, he's gonna be involved in it. Is he gonna bring everybody that he wants? I don't think any coach brings everybody that they want. Maybe except City and PSG because they have the fucking money.
Well, what the fuck? What does that even mean? You need for Barcelona. You need to basically have like 8 guys leave and 8 guys coming in. That's not feasible.
That's not going to happen. We're not going to have it.
And I'm telling you, it's not feasible. But the thing is that
we don't need
even
if
he's involved, he's not going to get those players. I mean, we know right now, if we could look at all things that are being said in the press and the rumors and stuff, and the guys, I honestly don't think that he's the one who wants Lewandowski. I don't think that he's the one who wants Christensen. I don't think that he's the one who wants Casillas because those players are not in his profile. And if we see who he's letting play day in, day out, when Pedri was not injured, was playing day in, day out, and Gavi's playing day in, day out.
Right.
Ferran Torres is playing day in, day out.
Right.
Those guys are his main guys.
Well, there's nobody else.
But it's not about there is nobody else. You cannot tell me why the fuck you have like when Gavi and Pedri is playing, you have freaking Frankie de Jong. You can tell me whatever you want, but you got Frankie de Jong. When you have freaking Nico there, You have freaking Ricky Puig, and
Yeah,
when they were fit, he wasn't playing
that's not
Puig.
true.
He wasn't playing Puig.
Frankie,
He
Gavin, Pedro were
wasn't
rotating. That's
playing
not true.
Puig.
Nico, when
Wa-
he came in, he was not very well in some of the games that
I don't
came on.
care. I
What
don't
do you mean
care
you don't
because
care? You
that's.
want to play somebody who's bad just to rotate? Is that what you want?
But did you see what happened with Ferran Torres? Did you see
I'm
what
not. I'm talking
happened
about
with
the midfield. I
Pedri?
wasn't. Ferran Torres, I agreed with you that he's way overplayed, and I think we talked about that earlier. And I agreed with you that what the fuck? Why? If you don't want to play them, it's fine.
Did you
Play. I
say
don't know.
what happened to Pedri?
Yeah, I was saying
See
what
that?
I was saying. They even with Pedro, he play. Hold on, you can hear me, right? Uh,
Yep.
um, Pedro, yes, he played a lot of the games. That's correct. But he still rotated. He still got out sometimes. He still came in the last 20 minutes in some of the games. And the three of them, Gavi, and Frankie and Pedro, rotated a lot of the games. Rotated a lot of the games. Busquets didn't rotate as much as the other three, but they actually tried to as much as he can. But having three players in two spots is still not a lot. You still have to play more of the games that you need to. If we had somebody else there, a fourth player that's actually as good. Nico played some games, but he's just not. He was not ready. You have to be honest with that. He's just not ready to be a starter right now. Maybe next season he gets acclimated more and he plays more. Maybe that'll change. But there was no options in especially for the midfield. There was no other options except if you want to bring Barca B up to actually play, and we have the same problems again. So as far as rotating, we just didn't have. We don't have the actual players, and in the back too. You want to put Umtiti in there and see how fucked up he's been. Every time Longley came through, either cost us a penalty or made a mistake and we got scored on. So it's just we're in a position now. We need to get rid of a lot of our players. That's the problem, and not a lot of them are not gonna be gone for anything. Like they're not gonna go on loan or just fucking get sold for 2 million or whatever. So we're not in a position right now that we can say we're gonna get
Yeah,
all
well,
these players and all
you
these
need to
players.
get rid of them just because of your freaking balance sheet and having freaking like somebody like MTT who's just sitting on the
They're
bench.
just
Somebody
collecting
like
money, man.
yeah. Why the fuck? Why?
Nobody wants him.
Why? Yeah, cannot tell me you can sell him. You can sell
They
him.
couldn't before
It's
because of
not.
his wages. I think this summer he's gone, but last summer and the prior years they couldn't because his wage was so fucking high. Nobody even wanted to touch his contract or even get close to it. But now that they did the restructure, so he's getting paid the same amount over a longer period of time. It's gonna be I think this summer is gonna be gone, but that's something that we'll see how it's gonna be handled. But like we said, we need a lot of players to leave in order for new ones to come through, and the fact that we don't have a lot of money to buy players right now. That's why the rumors of Frankie De Jong were circulating that we're gonna be selling him. It just tells you a lot of how our financial situation is fucking still really bad. So it's we don't I
Yeah,
don't
what
know
the
what's
fuck?
gonna happen.
Yeah, but I won't be too sad about Young, to be honest.
I will be.
Riddance,
I like him,
riddance.
but
Yeah,
that's just
I
we'll
don't.
see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
I wonder if they're gonna
Just
start like releasing because as far as we know, um they already have an agreement with Kissier and Christensen, right? That's the rumor
yep,
that's been going on.
yep.
So I wonder if they're going to announce it as soon as the last game is over, or they're gonna wait until June, or how's that gonna go?
Probably waiting for the seasons to end on for Milan and for Chelsea.
They have
There's no
one
reason
more,
in
right?
announcing.
They have one
Yep.
more, yeah. So I think,
One more fixture, just like La Liga. So
yeah.
after that, it's going to be probably official.
Hmm.
Everything is going to be official. I mean, Bundesliga just ended, so yeah. But that one, if they are really interested in Lewandowski, is going to be a tough one because Bayern are going to let him go just like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they want to respect their legend, they should let him go if he wants to go. But
No, why? Why?
because he wants to leave.
Yeah, the problem for Bayern is that they would need to go out on the market and get a striker as
We're too
well.
lazy. We don't want to get us. Well, they have to anyway. He expires next year, so might as well get somebody now.
Yeah, but you have like a year. And when he went from Dortmund to Bayern, the same thing happened. They wouldn't let him go. If you remember that.
Dortmund wouldn't let him go. Oh, didn't he go for free, right?
1 year.
Yeah, I ended up going
He
for
had
free
1
next
year,
season.
and he wanted to leave that summer. Bayern wanted to pay, and they said no.
So we're saying German
You.
clubs are cunts. Is that what?
No, it's not about.
I'm kidding.
I mean,
I'm kidding.
even he stayed professional.
Of course he
He was
does. Yeah.
very professional.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he scored goals, and he enjoyed himself for the last season in Dortmund.
Right. Well,
So
there are
that's
rumors that
he.
they want Frankie De Jong. Maybe we can do like some kind of deal where they don't buy him for as much money, but they be leaning on us with him. I don't know. If we're gonna sell them, if we're gonna sell Frankie De Jong, we should take advantage of that and try to do some kind of a deal and bring somebody else we want. What? Who knows?
Going to be very difficult.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting summer because I have no idea how it's gonna go. I just hope that they have a solid plan. I know that there are a couple deals that in the making, as far as to bringing money in for CVC deal and what is it, the merchandising deal with that company for 49. They're gonna buy 49% of it, and Barca Studios also being sold. So who knows? Maybe actually get enough money to get us afloat and be able to buy some people, but we'll see. It's
going to be difficult.
It's pretty insane.
No matter what.
Yeah. Oh man. Do you have anything you want to add before we wrap it up for today?
Oh, all good.
All good. You ready for our next game? Is a home against Villarreal.
Oh well, that one is not as important because Sevilla.
Yeah. I just hope that it'll be like a show for the people and not a boring fest.
I doubt that.
You doubt it? You don't think he'll play everybody?
We are not about that. We are probably even going to lose that one.
No, probably not. I don't know. Maybe he'll play the. I mean, I hope he plays some of their younger teams. Maybe bring.
Let me tell you, someone is already on that lineup, and it's Ferran Torres.
I wish you were wrong, but I think you're right. I think Ferran is gonna play again. He's gonna put him as a center back this time around. Somewhere. You're gonna put him somewhere. Yeah.
Never know.
When Mascherano used to play for it, he plays fucking every. He played him right back. He played him center back. Played him DM. Everywhere.
Yeah, but Mascherano is a fucking legend. He's
a beast, legend. Man. Yeah. No, I just said like that. It reminds me of that where, Mascherano's playing there. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Going to be very.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. So we'll wrap it at that. And
before we leave, did you watch that Sky interview with Gerard Piqué?
I did not. I saw that he did an interview, but I didn't. Did you?
Yeah. Go ahead and watch that, and we talk about.
So by next time
we talk about it. Yeah.
Okay.
It was with Gary Neville. Absolutely interesting talk, and you can see where his interests are lying, and it's not football, man.
No, he's a businessman. No, he's done. He's won everything he wants to win.
So. Yeah, and we need people who didn't win everything.
No, I agree with you. But he's still good to have him on. I mean, he's at this point he's not getting paid he's getting peanuts right now in comparison for how much he used to get paid. So
Yeah, because he's at heart he's
he's a Barca, yeah, he's
yeah.
the Blaugrana. So if you keeping him as a somebody who can motivate the team and give that the environment to keep it charged and get people motivated to play, then that's fine. But I don't think next season he should play as a starting every game. So I think that's the plan. Hopefully, is to not rely on him to play every game and bring him on when we need him, that sort of thing. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll watch it and we can discuss it next week.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, thank you guys for listening, watching, and we'll return again next weekend to react to the game versus Villarreal, and we'll discuss if there's any news, any rumors, anything like that for the transfers. We'll talk about it, and hopefully by then Lewandowski is going to be officially announced as a Barca player, and then Leo will lose his shit. It'll be hilarious to talk about. But until then, Visca Barca, and take care.